puffy, so it's like less. I think this is a sensory nightmare. Hello and welcome back to Sadie Makes Stuff. I'm Sadie, obviously. Today I've got a bunch of fun stuff that I want to do. I'm sat at my mirror doing a little makeup, and then I wanted to pick out an outfit to just go out. It's a little rainy today, so I was hoping to possibly wear my trench coat that I never get to wear here. Super cute. But it's just so warm and barely rains. But I really hope I can find an outfit that will look cute. I'm kind of thinking like a dress over jeans. I think would be kind of cute. I've been percolating some ideas of like a dress over jeans situation. And then, so what we're going to do today is I want to check out a thrift store and see if they have any dresses or skirts where I can steal the slip lining out of instead of buying more expensive fabric and possibly like having scraps and stuff left over. If I could steal the slip and add it to my like little pink skirt, Y2K skirt that I've started, it might make the whole process easier. And I'll go a little bit more into that. I recently thrifted a similar skirt with like different motifs and stuff that I really liked. And what I was doing is I had to bring in the sides a little bit. And as I was taking it in, I was like, okay, this like could be how my skirt is assembled, which it was super easy. And so my thinking is if I take a skirt that I don't love, not in style from the thrift, and I just add the on top parts that I've already cut out and just, it would make it super quick. It'd be a fun upcycle. Everything at that point would be thrifted and secondhand, so it'd be extra sustainable. And then I could avoid getting stuff from Hobby Lobby. But if I can't find what I'm looking for at the thrift, I will go and take you to Hobby Lobby and we'll go pick out some fabric for it. So we'll see how it goes. I don't know, but we're going to have a day. We're going to get cute. Maybe get a drink or something. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, I forgot. I also, maybe I'll start doing my makeup, but I also started a couple different projects that I really want to show you. One of my friends that I made the blue scooty, I don't know if I showed it, but I'll show a little picture of it not done here. I never got final photos, which I regret actually. Maybe I'll ask her to take some. But she also wanted like a crochet poncho shawl, and she sent me over a really cute inspo photo, and we were talking. She liked the colors. I'll add it onto the screen too. It's like a maroon, and it was super cute. And I've also been wanting something like that, so I was like, okay, let's pull the trigger. Let's find sequins and good yarn for this. So I've ordered the yarn. I got the sequins. I bought a couple different kinds of sequins. I wasn't sure how I was going to add them, and so I went with the cheaper ones originally that had a small hole, but I realized that wasn't really going to work out for putting the crochet hook through. So I found some with a larger hole. Oh, and after I bought them, I was like, okay, how can I possibly like salvage this? How can I maybe make these work? So I got a little hole punch to see if I could make the holes larger with it still looking nice, but it seemed to kind of crack the sequin, which I didn't want, especially if I'm making this for someone else. Sorry, I've got like a itchy spot. Feels like I've got a little hair there. Anyways, so then after I realized the hole punch wasn't going to work, I ordered some different sequins, similar color and everything, and they only came in packs of 100, so I was like, okay, I'll start, see how this goes, you know, and just get the 100 instead of buying like a huge, like multiple packs, because they weren't very cheap either. So I got those and I've started it. I've got like a good chunk of it done. It's looking so good, and I will show you. But that's one of the projects I've been working on behind the scenes, not recording very well. And then another one I've been doing is a while ago when I made like that reel of me opening different cotton yarns. I got 3 pink and 3 white DK weight, what is it called? It's like 24/7 cotton from Michaels online, and I started this petaline top. I'll add it in as well, and the pattern requests a DK weight yarn pretty much, and there's like a gauge swatch. I did gauge swatch, but I didn't meet gauge. Which is probably really dumb, but I'm just like, I don't understand how I would meet gauge, because it was making it horizontally but not vertically, which does make me worried that the top's gonna be too long, or no, too wide, because the stitches go this way, and the way that the stitches went on the swatch, it like making the stitches met gauge, but the other way didn't. Hard to explain, and I didn't take any photos. So yeah, but I'm worried about it not being the right size, and there's some ways that I could like deal with that and check probably, or be more conservative with my designs so that if something did go wrong, it would still be okay. But I don't think I'm gonna do that. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for it. I'm just gonna see how it goes. I think this will be a learning moment either way. I will keep you updated as that goes. I'm kind of taking breaks here and there from crocheting. That's why today we're continuing on with the skirt I've been working on. And yeah, I'm excited to kind of get out of the house. Working from home, sometimes I feel a bit isolated or stuck at home and all that. So I've been trying to get out as much as I can. And I have been quite a bit. The weather here has been amazing, like 65 degrees and sunny, or even cloudy. It's been nice because it's not been super windy. I've been doing lots of walking, pickleball. We love playing pickleball here. It's just, you know, fun to take advantage of that, especially in like the winter months where everyone else is complaining and stuck inside. In the summer when it's like 110 degrees, I will be complaining about the weather. So gotta enjoy it while it lasts, because those 100-degree days will come soon enough. But it's been so nice being able to hang out outside. I've been wanting to like bring my crochet or like a book to the park and read. I think that would be so fun. Just chill in my hammock or like on a blanket. A couple weeks ago, we went and sat at the park on a blanket and just people watched and had a Coke, played some card games. It was really fun. Oh, and books. So I haven't been reading super like a lot recently. I finished the 3rd Dungeon Crawler Carl, and then I was like, this is all I read when I have it like queued up, so I'm gonna take a break and try and read some of my physical books. And then I got some from the library. I got a book called Cleat Cute, which I just didn't love. It was just like allspice, not a lot of like burn. So I think I'm just gonna DNF it, send it back to the library. And then I got a couple of like nonfiction books on Libby from the library, and one of them, the reader sucked. The second one, I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. Like, they weren't getting to what I wanted to read from it like fast enough. It's one of them's a book about burnout, and one was not technical, digital minimalism. That's, I think, what it was. So like the digital minimalism was the one that had a terrible narrator. They had the author do like the intro or whatever, and I was like, oh, this is good. And then as soon as they had the professional readers start reading the book, I was like, oh, this man's voice is boring. I cannot. Maybe if I like turned up the speed, but I don't know. The digital minimalism, I don't feel like is my biggest problem. I do think there's like an element to that when feeling burnout. After I send some of my library books back, I had requested, so I went to Libby, of course. That's like my go-to when I like want an audiobook. So they had, of course, like the Game Changers Heated Rivalry series. You know, it's like several months. You have to wait several months for it. And I'm like, ugh, I hate that. So usually my go-to after I've put on hold the digital book and the audiobook in Libby is I'll go to my library website and see if they have any in the library system. And for the first time, they didn't. And I was like, well, if I'm curious and wanting to read these, especially with the show coming out, I'm sure other people are interested, you know? So I asked them how I could like see if they would add the Game Changer series books to their collection in any way. And they kind of gave me a long spiel, kind of like, well, you know, popularity and da-da-da-da-da. But they didn't say no. They just were like, you know, possibly, we'll see. And then a few days later, they were like, so we're adding them, and you'll be the first one to be able to check them out, da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, awesome. That's great. So that honestly felt really good. I was like, and they were really like communicative with me. And I was like, oh, you know, it felt good. I felt very like heard, and I was just like throwing it out there. Like if they didn't, I even was like, oh, okay, no worries if you don't get it. Like I might, if it's like a long time, too long on Libby, like sometimes I just get tired of waiting, and that's fine. And that's usually when I'll like cave and buy a book. And so I was like, well, if I do end up maybe purchasing it for myself, like how can I donate? And again, it was kind of like, well, we don't take all donations, but you can always donate it and, you know, see. But that didn't even have to happen, because literally just like a couple days after I sent in the request to the library to get the books, they said that they were going to get them. And I was really excited about that. I really like my libraries and I want to support them, so I'm glad that happened. So I think I can pick them up this coming week. We will see. Yeah, so that was exciting. I did start Game Changers on audiobook though, because it did come available on Libby faster than it said it would, so we'll see. Maybe I'll do a little like tandem read with the audio and the physical book, because sometimes you like, it feels good to have like the book. Like if you're going to a park, you don't want to just sit there listening to the audio book. Maybe if you're like on a walk, an audiobook's fun, but sometimes like if you're sitting in bed or if you're sitting at the park, it's nice to have the physical book so you're like actually doing something while you're just chilling. I just like imagine like someone in their hammock and they're just like dead eyes, just laying there for hours listening to the audiobook. I think I've done that before. Like sometimes when I'm really into an audiobook, I will like put it on my earphone or even on the phone, and I'll just like lay on the couch listening because I don't want to be on my phone if I'm like really into it. And so it is just funny though when you have those times. Usually I'm listening to audiobooks on a walk while I'm working or while I'm walking on the treadmill at the gym. But sometimes it's so good, you're just like, I just want to, all I want to do is read this, and just gonna lay on the couch and just be weird, I guess. I'm sure other people do this too and feel similarly odd. Maybe they're like sipping a coffee, so it's like less weird. I don't know. Those are what I'm reading. I'll probably do the Game Changers thing. And then once I'm done with that, I think I'm gonna make the leap into the final Crescent City. I think I'm ready for a big read that I'll really like, because I've done some DNFing recently and just like not enjoyed some of the reads. The bangs have been fun. I've had a good time styling them at all levels, short, long, longer. I'll probably start transitioning to more of a curtain bang, but they're totally fine how they are still. I think being able to be more risky with my hair has been really fun. It's just given me more to like work with and play with than like styles that I've had for forever. So I've had fun putting it in braids. I've had fun like clipping it to the side, playing with my little star clips and this and that. Well, I'm gonna probably grow it out so then I can play with the long hair, and then can have curtain bangs, and I can do a bunch of different stuff with it. So we're just gonna enjoy each phase of the style for what it is. And that is the look we're going for today. And let's pick out an outfit. We're at my closet. I'll show you the dress and pants combo I was thinking. So I've got this dress, and it's like kind of long. Let me see. Like it just goes right above the knee, so it is on the longer side. Like if I'm going to have a dress over pants, I kind of want it to be like a long shirt, almost like tunicky. So this might not work, but that's kind of what I was thinking. And then I don't really have the best jeans. Like I don't want to wear my white pants. The black might be okay, but my favorite like style of jeans have like the flowers on it. I wear them all the time. I don't know. I think it's gonna be like 60s today. Let me check. According to the weather app, it's gonna be like 68, but there will be some wind this afternoon. So Probably won't end up wearing my trench. It's gonna be too warm and not a lot of rain. So I'm gonna go dig in there and see what I can find. My next idea is, it is cloudy, but it is warm. So I was thinking maybe the jumpsuit. Shirt does kind of look cute under it. It's like the blues and stuff, but the shirt is kind of raggedy. So I'll show you the different options for undershirts. I was thinking something like this with the sleeves would be cool. It's quite voluptuous, but inside I think it'd be cool. This shirt also with like the little hippie stuff hanging out. I do think it turns it kind of young. I think I've done something like this, like a tank top. I feel like is fun because then it's not too like conservative, and like I don't want to look like I'm going to church. So that one, it doesn't look bad, but it's not my favorite. So I do want to see if I can find something a little better. I mean, this one's like has a small graphic and it's off-white, so I kind of like that about it. It would look probably more like that, something like that. So I'll keep that out. We'll try that one on. This is like the fluffy one. I think this is a sensory nightmare. So this and like there's so much tucked into here. You can't see it, but for me, I feel it and I don't like it. Yeah, I'm not in love with it. So let's try on something else. Forgot to say or use the microphone on the last one. But I actually think I really like this one. I think this is the winner. I love the little flowers peeking out. Yeah, I think this is the winner today. I'm just gonna go with this. And possibly accessorize. I'm feeling this outfit. I like that this is off-white. I'll just wear probably some white Vans sneakers. But I think this is perfect for like a warm day. It's colorful. Springy. I love I've got these cute peachy earrings that I love putting with this orange outfit. I mean, how can you not? So, yeah, that's it. So cutesy. I love it. Okay, I need to put some things away and then I'll go back to showing you the things that I was talking about earlier, things I've been working on. So we'll do that. What I was talking about with my skirt and how I thrifted something that I think could work construction wise. So this skirt I've got here, it's got like this little band, and it's got the little slip. So what you'll see on the inside is this little seam. So if I found a skirt like that had a slip like this, even if it's like tan like that, I think it'll be fine. If I was able to like just take off the top layer and sew together the panels of that other one, and then yeah, just sew the top like this, and then I can hem the bottom and stuff, I think it'd make it easy. Go. My cat has been bad sometimes, and I don't know what he's gonna do in that closet. So, but yeah, okay, let me show you pieces. Remember this dress, this skirt we've been working on? It's like it'd be this guy, and the fabric back there. If I just sew the fabric together and then I use existing pieces, I think I could upcycle something instead of having like a weird band like where I have to roll it over. I don't think I'll like. So I'm gonna take a swatch of this fabric with me, and as long as it like looks okay underneath, I think it'll be fine. So that is why I'm going to the thrift store today. And then the poncho I'm making for my friend. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, could you imagine wearing this? Oh, I love, and yeah, I put all these sequins on myself. I think she'll love it. I'm so excited for that one. So then that tank top I was telling you about, this is kind of what it looks like right now. And you'll see it is quite long. So maybe I will start over because I've got a short torso. So for it to be this long, it really scares me. What I want, so you'll see it goes down to more like a single crochet, and I want that part to hit right under my bust, which it does, but then this skinny part is supposed to hit under your bust to like your top of your hips, which probably would be more like here for me. So I've got like to here that I think is just too long for me. I do like it. I do like it a little bit more cropped. A shirt down to here is crazy. My pockets, like my pocket seams are right here. This shirt I'm wearing, my undershirt, ends right here. That's like my natural waist is about right here. So I might have to start this one over and go down that hook size. All right, we're gonna pack up and we're gonna go to the thrift. See you there. It's busy at the thrift today, cloudy. I'm gonna go in, check it out. That was a bust. Like you could see from my clips, like really that's all I had to choose from. And there was a couple decent options. The best option, the underskirt was black. And I think I just need a lighter color, pink, gray, white, something like that. The other thrift shop is across town. I guess there's another one kind of nearby. But I think I'll check out Hobby Lobby, and if they don't have what I'm looking for, I might check one more thrift, and if not, then I'll have to get it online, which is so annoying. I miss Joanne so much, but maybe we'll get a little treat, a little coffee or something, lunch. I don't know. It's a girl's day. We've made it to the Hobby Lobby. We're gonna look for fabric and let's go. The sun is finally peeking out and I have secured the bags. I think it's time for a little treat, and I'll do a haul when I get back. So I wanted to show you what I got on my haul. I got this basket. I have a place in my house where I need a basket to hold some things, and $17 I feel like was a really good deal for a like this thing is sturdy. It ain't budging, so really excited about that. And then look how cute these are. I really like, I've been wanting to replace the ones I have. They're just disgusting, dirty. I've washed them and stuff's not coming out. And so I love pastels. It's springy, flowery. Like, come on. I had to. And then next to those were these cute little hot placeholders, and I thought it would spruce up my kitchen a little bit, make it fun, springy, pastel-y. So that was a win. And then I did find my fabric I wanted. It's just a white. I think it will be great under that like more mesh stuff. I got 2 yards. I think it's plenty. And yeah, after this, I'm just going to start cutting this out. Probably start seaming those. I might add in a couple clips of that. But I don't want to bore you too much with the nitty gritty of the sewing. So you'll have to stick around and see if I finish it, and if I do, I'll do a little try on and show you what it looks like. I think this is something I can finish. I've got a bunch of time, so I think I can finish it today. And I've got caffeine, so I think we can get this done. And yeah, I'll show you that. Little cat Cam, she's just hanging out while I cut right here. Say hi, Cleo. Hi, honey. Says hello. She's so sweet. She's my little buddy. See where the other one's at. Oh, he's also facilitating. Hi, bud. But yeah, my two babies watching me work. She just got a little scab on her nose. Okay, so I got the main body of the dress together. I did French seams. These are gonna be trimmed off, but as you can see, that's the inside. No raw edges, and I think it looks really good. I didn't pattern match or anything, but I'm feeling, obviously the hems and stuff aren't finished, but side seams, we got like a circle. And my buddies are having a nap. Well, chaos is happening over here, so I'll check in just a minute.